Welcome to day 3 of our aesthetic workout series. We are hitting legs today. We did a push and a pull workout on day 1 and 2, and a lot of people like those workouts. You can check out both of the workouts. I'll put the link in the description. Before starting with the workout, I would appreciate it if you support me by subscribing to my channel and following me on Instagram. It would mean a lot. Now, this is going to be a quad focused leg workout. Why? Because realistically speaking, our legs take anywhere between 2 to 4 days to fully recover from a workout if we hit them with very good intensity. And since we have a lower body workout coming up after 3 days, in that workout we're going to do glutes and hamstring focused leg day. So it's better to split the muscle group, hit them with good intensity, and let them recover as well. Now, I'm not a certified professional trainer. I'm just a guy who has been hitting the gym consistently for the past 7 years, currently recovering from a lower back injury and sharing everything I know about the gym and fitness based purely on my experience with you guys. Let's hit some legs and abs. If you get knee pain while doing your leg workout, then add these 3 movements in your warm up. First is the backward walks on the treadmill. You do this for 3 to 5 minutes. Second is toe raises for 15 to 20 reps. Third is single leg extensions, each leg just one set, 15 to 20 reps. These movements will warm up your knees. Do them with your stretches and you will not feel pain. Our first exercise will be a heavy compound lift. There are 2 alternatives. You can either do a barbell back squat if you don't have an injury, your back is fine, and you're looking to increase your strength on the squat, or you can choose to stay on the safe side of things and pick some lower back friendly options like machines, hack squats, Smith machine squats, leg press, whatever machine you have in the gym that does not put your lower back at a risk. If you choose to do barbell squats, you're gonna do this for 2 sets of 4 to 6 reps and then 2 sets for 8 to 10 reps. My personal best on squat is 170 kgs, but after going through a lower back injury, I absolutely do not recommend that you start doing PRs at the gym, and that's exactly the reason why we are starting with 2 sets of 4 to 6 reps, because this is a very good sweet spot to build strength, progress, and stay safe as well. And after those 2 strength building sets, we'll drop down the weight and do 2 sets for 8 to 10 reps for muscle hypertrophy and fully exhausting those legs. Second alternative is to do a heavy pushing movement on a machine. You're going to do this for 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps, last set being a drop set. Now you can pick any machine movement of your choice. It could be the Smith machine squat, a hack squat, a pendulum squat, whatever machine that your gym has and whatever that works best for you. I personally like doing the leg press because it's much more safer on my back. I keep my feet close and at the bottom of the machine to make this a quad dominant movement, and I absolutely don't go heavy here. Instead, I try to control the movement by keeping a 3-second negative on all my reps. Now, combining a 3-second negative with an 8 to 12 rep range is a very good way to burn your quads, but always make sure that you're hitting a good range of motion as well. Pick a weight that is challenging enough to make you reach close to failure on the 8 to 12 rep range, and only increase the weight once you get a set that fulfills all these criteria. After doing the third and last set, we'll drop the weight and do 10 more reps, and that will be it for our first exercise. Next, we're gonna do standing calf raises for 3 sets of 10 to 15 good reps. We are hitting our calves right now because our quads will be exhausted from the first exercise, and since this is the second movement of the workout and our calves are fresh, we can hit them with intensity. We are gonna do 3 sets now and 3 sets on the lower body workout as well, making it a total of 6 sets for the calves in a week. I like to do this movement by taking a deep stretch on all my reps, going as down as possible, and then exploding on my way up. A lot of people just rush this movement and focus only on the contraction part while doing all their reps, but I think that is completely wrong. Your muscles should be put under a load in a stretched position as well. You might see people rotating their ankles to target the inner and outer part of the calves, as they say, but in my experience, you don't have to overcomplicate things. The standard feet placement, shoulder width apart or less, pointing straight forward, works the best. I personally prefer doing the standing calf raises. If your gym does not have this machine, then you can do a setup on the Smith machine as well, or you can do seated calf raises as well. Just make sure that you're stretching your calves after every single leg workout. Doing this will reduce stiffness and you will not have mobility issues. Next exercise will be leg extensions for the quads. We're gonna do this for 4 sets of 10 to 15 reps. One thing I've started doing on leg extensions is setting my seat as far as possible. This gets me a better stretch on my quads. This exercise will give you a crazy definition on your quads if you do it right. I have lost a lot of definition and size on my legs because I could not train my lower body due to the lower back injury. But once I get my quad definition back, It will be because I was doing my leg extensions correctly. Because I see a lot of people putting so heavy weight on this exercise, completely forgetting the range of motion and completely destroying the knees. This is an isolation exercise for your quads. The weight does not matter here at all. If you're flexing your weight on leg extensions, you better do that on squats. Here, the goal is to get a good range of motion and forget the weight and pump those quads as much as you can. If you ever dreamed about getting veins on your quads, then leg extensions will help you achieve that as well. There was a time I used to do 20 reps of leg extensions for 4-5 sets, and that used to pump my quads so much I was not able to walk after some sets. I absolutely do not recommend that you do that, but you hit the leg extension machine correctly, and over the course of time, you will have veins on your legs as well. So, yeah, the point I'm trying to say is that you will develop a good definition and that aesthetic look on your legs, on your quads with this exercise. Just do not ego lift and use it wisely. Next exercise will be hip adductors and abductors for 2 sets till failure. I recently added these exercises in my workout routine after going through a lower back injury because I've been told to strengthen the muscles around my lower back. If your gym has this machine, then I suggest that you start using it just to strengthen your glutes, inner and outer thighs to prevent injuries in future. Moving on to the abs, our first exercise will be hanging leg raises for 3 sets till failure. Ab training is extremely important if you want an aesthetic physique because the idea that your abs and core are getting engaged so that you don't have to train them directly is completely stupid, because I personally spent a lot of years thinking the same thing and I got no ab development at all, and it was only until I started training my abs seriously like any other muscle group that they started to pop out. Hanging leg raises are one of the best ab building exercises. If you cannot do them, then you can do leg raises on the decline bench or on the floor as well. You can check out my easy hanging leg raises tutorial. I will link it in the description. One important thing while doing this exercise is to, instead of just lifting your legs up and down, imagine someone is standing in front of you and you're trying to show your glutes by lifting your leg up. This one simple thing will make sure that you're engaging your abs throughout your exercise. Next ab exercise will be cable crunches for 3 sets till failure. This is another great ab exercise that I've been doing since a long time and it has given me noticeable gains on my upper abs. Key thing to remember while doing this exercise is that your glutes are gonna be stable, they are not gonna move at all, and your arms are only gonna act as hooks. You're not trying to lift weight from your arms, you're gonna lift weight from your abs. This will take some practice, but you will get used to it. Pick a weight that is moderately heavy for you to reach close to failure in the 10 to 15 rep range. This exercise is very easy to progressive overload into if you're doing it correctly. Always take a deep stretch on all your reps, and while going down, do not crunch your neck, just keep your neck straight. Try to look at the floor while going down. Here I'm using a bar with an underhand grip instead of using a rope because I find that ropes are hard on the elbows as the weight goes up. 3 good sets of 10 to 15 reps on this and your abs will be on fire. Next exercise for the abs will be 2 sets of cable wood choppers for 15 reps each side. Now I personally am not doing this exercise at the moment because it hurts my back, but if my back was alright, I would 100% be adding this to my workout because this exercise gave me a crazy oblique development. This exercise requires good mind-muscle connection and technique. If that is something that is too advanced for you, then you can pick a 5 or 10 kg plate and do Russian twists on the decline bench or on the floor. So that was it for our day 3 of the aesthetic workout series. I hope you liked it. Thank you so much for showing your love to this aesthetic workout series so far. It really motivates me to keep making more workout videos like this. Next workout is going to be the most important workout of this series. It's going to be an upper body workout, but based on your physique, based on your lagging body parts, you are going to customize that workout. It's an amazing workout. Do not miss that workout. And after that, we are having another leg day as well. We are going to target our hamstring and glutes on that leg day as well. So make sure you don't miss these workouts. It's going to be an absolutely amazing series as well. I'm gonna post the rest of the workouts as quickly as I can. Stay safe, stay super. I'll see you in the next workout.